Three aspects of her for the world protection. She said there are various asuras, each one need one divine aspect to keep them under control. So she will design them and we will install them. So there would be 33 Sannidhanams inside. It will be magnificent inside the temple. You are seeing 3 of them now, 33. And once it's done, it will take probably a year to complete all the Sannidhanams. But you remember this day forever because we will be coming back many times, hundreds of times. But you won't remember. You will not know it is you, but it will be you. Your Atman will be you. But different manifestations. I don't know how many each one of you have. It could be hundreds, it could be thousands. To get a rough idea, you have listened to Krishna Kumar when he tells Arjuna, you have lived for 800 times, and I have seen you in each time, but you don't remember. You would not remember, and you should not remember. Reason is, if you remember, your travel becomes not useful because it's not challenging. Because you know what to do, you know what's lacking. So you should not know. So he tells that Arjuna. So I know most of us probably live to be 1,000 times. So you would, I would, and we would remember those days when we come, look familiar, but we don't know exactly what happened, how you are connected to that. But the divine is one. She will be there and she will connect to you all the time. And you will know her. Because she is the only thing which is permanent. That's why it's called eternal. The word eternal. She coined the term. She told me, call me eternal. Then I realized that's the only word which connotes or denotes the permanency. She is the only permanent aspect in this universe. But for her, everything is transient. Illusionary, but it's not really illusionary. They exist, but it's transient. It doesn't exist forever. If something doesn't exist forever, it's not eternal. It comes and goes as it is needed. So she is the only eternal mother. She will be here. She is building the temple for us. There's again a very unusual. When divine builds the temple for humans, the humans build that as a methodology for them to ascend, to go up to her. But here, she wants to make it easier for us. She designs it, she builds it, and she tells us what to do with that. Otherwise, it's not useful. You have to know what are these rituals, why you do it, when you do it, how you do it. These are all mystical, secretive information. That is the most important. The building, I guess anyone can build it if you have enough money, enough time, you can build it, but it would not be the same. Ambani's uncle came to our Stabadi and asked him, can you reproduce this Rajagopura? He came and saw it. And our Stabadi promptly told him, no, we cannot. And naturally he got upset. Why you don't even listen what we want? We say something and he say, no, it cannot be done. And then I told him, explain to him what happened, how it happened. Because when she first came to me, first thing she said, you got to have mantra, tantra, and yantra. You got to have a person who is knowledgeable, who has given life to the mantras, tantras, and has designed yantras, and has a relationship with the yantras. And yantras, as you know, are various lines, all the methodology through which we ascend, we go up to a higher level of consciousness. That's the only purpose you are here. Self-realization. Realize yourself, who you are, where you came from, why you are here, and how do you get there. That's all the fundamental question. Nothing else is really that important except this. If you can answer this question, you achieve your end point. So when Arjuna told him that how can I kill my uncles and cousins and brothers and sisters, he said, here, you want to see the battle? He shows the battle. Because Arjuna won't believe it. He said, no, these are my family, and nothing is worth killing them. What do I gain? What do I gain by that? To get the kingdom, to win the battle, it is not worth it. It's a very stupid thing to do. Then he shows, he's arguing with him in the battlefield, in the beginning of the battle. Then he shows himself, the Viswarupa. And there, Arjuna sees the whole battle. It's done already. Everything is done. Who needs to be killed is killed. Who needs to survive is survive. So he shows the whole thing. So when Arjuna sees that, then he realizes he is God. He's not his friend, Krishna Kumar. He must be God. Because he knows the past, present, and the future, and then he can recreate it. So that's what happened in the battlefield. That woke him up. That woke up Arjuna. What we are trying to do, same thing, we are trying to wake up. Because we are in a deep sleep. We are under the illusion of Maya. And Maya is so real. And is it real? It is real because the building exists, you exist, I exist. But it is illusory. It is transient. Anything which is temporary, illusory, is Maya. It is not real. She is the only thing which is real. Nothing else is real. And she gave us the gift of the magnificent temple. So when Mother said, you need to have mantra, yantra, and tantra to build it. And I will send you people to teach you that this is not something you can learn from Vedas, Upanishads, Itihas. No, they are good. But these things, what I am going to give you and give you, all of you, is something from me directly to you. And then she sent many gurus. They all came here and helped us build. Many of them stayed with us. The great things he did. Then one thing she said, you want to build my house, I'll help you, but you need Vishwakarma. You need the heavenly architect. He has to be involved. How do you call him? She gave a mantra. To this day, I don't remember the mantra. I remember so many mantras, so many bijas. None of this stays with me because as soon as the moment is over, he came and left, it's gone from the universe. That means what? No one can build it. It doesn't exist anymore. Because how does it exist in my mind? I don't remember. She wiped it off. It's a total amnesia, active amnesia. She designed it. She doesn't want it to be given to her. Otherwise, my Sapati would have called me and I would have said, go ahead, build thousands of them. Build every corner. Let every life form know the truth and become and ascend and grow up. Every life form grow up and ascend. Do that. That's what I would have said. But I can't because she has removed the bijas. All the bijas are gone. And I cannot invoke Vishwakarma. So that means what? It cannot be built. You can build a Rajagopal, you can build a temple, but it can't be this. This is special. How beautifully she designed 520 or 530 deities, cosmic energies. She has to know them, she has to create them, and she has to tell us how to make them. And she did all of it. That many devatas, cosmic energy. I say devatas, it means both devas and devas. And she monitored us, she walked us through, took a long time, and she did it. So I explained to him, don't just say you can't do that. Naturally you will be upset. He says, I'll give you any amount of money. The best property in Bombay, we own. We'll do it here. What is the problem? If we can make one, it should be made again. But the problem is that energy which came and did it doesn't exist anymore. Not in this plane of consciousness. It exists, Anything which exists always exists. But Vishwakarma is the cosmic energy. You have to hire him. How do you hire Vishwakarma? You cannot. Because these are not humans. There's nothing which will tempt them to work for you or work with you unless Divine Mother tells them, my children need you, need this knowledge, need this wisdom. I need to build it. So go and build it in a most meaningful way. So all my children will be touched by you. So being touched by them is important. Somebody can teach you, but being touched by them means they really become part of you. And that's what the conversation between Ambani's people and of course they're very upset. I don't know what he's planning. He may build another one, I don't know. But this place cannot be built. I know that because she removed it. She's removed all the bijas, all the mantras, and you need them to invoke. And when we invoked him, we invited our Stapati. He came from India. He was a good man. He was a good Stapati. He has built many temples. But after that Homa, in the Homa, that energy was there. Vishwakarma's energy was there. I could feel it. It was different. And later on, he changed completely. And then he built this magnificent temple. It cannot be built, and in the future it cannot be built. It can reproduce, but it won't have that energy which this one has. This one has a lot of life in it. And you and I are the beneficiary. When I went to Dwarka, she sent me to so many places. Tirth Yatra, many, many holy places. The last one was 3 months ago. It was Dwarka. She said, we visited all but Dwarka you have to visit because Krishna Kumar is still there. And he'll come to them, he'll come to a temple and he'll be here and I want my children to feel him. So when I went there, I went to Dwarka. I didn't even know Dwarka really existed. I thought it was historical. It's not only historical, it existed 9,000 years ago. And if anyone wants to see that, call one of our volunteers. They'll send you the video of that, beautiful video of this 9,000-year-old city. I was there, but they won't let me go inside. They won't let me go in the water too, because it's historical site. But I got to see it, and I got to see every nook and corner of the temple. It's a magnificent temple. I got all the privileges because of you. If you didn't exist, I would not have been told to go there. That means I would not have the privilege of seeing it. And it's a great privilege. And Krishna Bhagavan was laying down. They let me in the sanctuary, in the shore. Everything is under the water. The shore, we built the temple. There is Krishna Bhagavan laying down, he's passing at that time. And the hunter is hiding in the bush, shooting the arrow. The whole thing is recreated. The scenery was recreated. I got to see it. I got to see Krishna Bhagavan. I got to see the wound in his foot. And I got to touch gently and rub his toe. What a privilege. What a gift. Because of you, I was given that gift. Because when I did that, I was thinking of you. Those I know, those I don't know. But my mind knows, because you exist. Anything which exists, my mind would know. I might not be aware, but I would know that you exist. So gently, I rubbed his toes where the arrow went in. And he was smilingly passing. This cannot be recreated. This has to be designed by who? By her. She's a producer. If she wants you to have this grace, she'll do all. So Krishna Bhagavan is very active here and he'll do many functions for Krishna Bhagavan. And I was there 3 months ago. It was wonderful, wonderful. It's very, very difficult. Dwarka is not easy to go. You got to go from Bombay or Chennai to Rajkot, from there 10 hours you have to drive. It's a hard trip, but well worth it to be able to see Krishna Bhagavan. and see what happened at the end, and then to touch his toes, thinking of you. That is the biggest benefit to me. I was thinking of you. I was doing it for you because she is telling me, do it for my children. I want my children to have His grace. So you go and do that yatra. So I did that yatra for you. In that process, I gained all this. If you had not done that, I would not have. So the way she has planned for us is beautiful, magnificent. And this temple will exist for 1,000 years. And you will come back. 100 years, 500 years, 1,000 years. You will come back again. You may not remember the whole thing, but you'll have some memory. It will look familiar to you. You know you have been here before. Look, what a privilege. Just because one man goes and does that, because she tells me what to do, where to do, when to do, that's the most important thing. The tithi, the timing is everything. Everything is timing. Look at any event in the world, historical. The timing is the most important thing. So she gave me the exact tithi, the day, and the hora. I did it on that time. So you would get it, whether you are aware or not, I don't know. But you would be. One time, when you're contemplating, when you're in a higher plane of consciousness, you would know. He looked familiar, I was there. So it was a beautiful, beautiful experience. One of yatra. There are many hundreds of yatras she gave me in the past 30 years. Because I am doing it on her behalf, I am given the privilege of doing it. And unless I do that, I would not have the privilege. I would not know where to go, what to do, when to do. These are key questions. Nobody would know except her. And she would give it only because of you. If you don't exist, I would not have gotten it. So anyway, I'll stop here. So it's a wonderful day. Today is the first day. We did Jala dhivasam. We'll do Dhanya dhivasam. We'll do Pushpa dhivasam. All will be done before 28th of August. And 28th of August, we'll do Kumbhabhishekam. After that, we'll have the most magnificent temple anywhere, because you can see a beautiful, very expensive, magnificent temple. But it has to have function. It has to have the energy. The energy can only create by her. Here, she has given us the energy. So think of all that. Think how blessed, how fortunate we are that she could give us all this. And how fortunate I am to be able to serve her in the process, assisting you, assisting all of us. Thank you. Kumbhabhishekam, we do all the holy waters from holy river. He brought from Saraswati.
Yeah, for this time we are.
All the holy rivers are here. In fact, this place has a river underneath, which we did not know. And the temples built in the river is very auspicious. Because in the river, many cosmic energies exist. So when we broke open, we found the running river. Then we had to put piling, go underneath. There are a lot of challenges. There's no pain, there's no gain. So there is a ride, we pursue it, and we build it. Thank you.